want Lucario, but something is making its way through as we head in here to game number 1 between these two squads. Los Caducados, your purple team, Ingage, your orange team. Ingage having a strong start to the day, already winning their first set. Los Caducados down 1. They need to prove something here in their second set of the day.
They absolutely do. Again, they don't want to go 0-2, 0-2 in both of their matches and end the day 0-2. So they have everything to play for here. Ingage want to keep the ball rolling. A good 1-0 start from them, and they want to prove that there's a reason they're invited into this league.
Yeah, no question, right? Up in the top path, of course, we have the Gyarados just working to get online. Mimikyu making their way top here, as well as Zoroark. So we could see a little bit of a battle kick off around these birds, maybe even earlier. Mimikyu and Zoroark finding each other in that tall grass right there. The combo just barely missing.
It is an incredibly strong combo indeed, and something they're going to have to look out for moving forward here. Now we still just have a Magikarp who wants to hit their evolution through these wild Pokemon in the middle. Is going to be just a bit shy as that effort gauge continues to climb, and a good presence by Ingage for players deciding to split as Mimikyu goes towards that Regidrago.
Yeah, I like that from Ingage, especially when you need to babysit this Magikarp, right, to make sure that it gets online. They almost get the KO there on Alchemy, but it just evolves in time. The iframes make sure that it does not go down. And you can see Volto right here working on getting all of that effort gauge full on Magikarp. You know, brawling with your opponents is a great way to do it. Of course, if you can get an assist or even better a KO, you'll be Gary even faster. But here we go, big time waterfall chased into the enemy team, the Dragon Breath as well. However, it looks like the recover from Alchemy saving the Combusken.
Saving the Combusken, but also good coverage by the Suicune to try and keep Volto standing. A lot of good pressure on, Whirlpool's in. They are able to take care of Volto, and now Combusken to scramble towards their tier 1 pad.
You know what's fun is you said you might throw up earlier, and now you're seeing Combusken, so here you go, buddy. Enjoy.
Not being treated too well as Regidrago was taken by the Mimikyu here, so team-wide experience for Ingage, and how will they use that to engage Los Caducados? They find themselves around that Combusken, quickly dispatching it with the help of the Crustler, and now Zoroark peeling back, has the Whirlpool there, has to go for an Ingage, going for a big feint attack, gets knocked out because they were put in the blender of 4 players.
Beautiful stuff there, and look at this, just allowing the Gyarados to fully stack up in the top path, and now the Shadow Sneak Mimikyu doing what it does best, just darting around the map, clearing all of that wild Pokemon experience. Really strong moment here for Ingage. A fully stacked up Gyarados is extremely scary, and then they're leaving it in the top path to get all the levels it needs.
Yeah, I mean, good presence here by the Crustle just to keep Los Caducados honest. Now, it looks like that they're easily going to take the Regieleki, but Ingage looks for more of an Ingage on the Kados. Here we go, right into the backline. Zoroark puts a ton of pressure on, and the Crustle does go down. They've been in the mix for a minute, unsurprising there. The rest of Ingage peels back to their pad to see how they're going to tackle this Regieleki and Los Caducados' presence downstairs.
Yeah, I mean, Ingage right there absolutely knew they were giving up this bottom objective, which they didn't seem to care about as much because they were making sure that their Gyarados became Mega Gyarados in that top path, got its level 9, got fully stacked up. So the next time that Gyarados sees a big team fight, it can unite, it can Mega, and it can start to take over the game.
Exactly, and that's what they're trying to leverage it for, right? We saw Mimikyu just buying time, being the first kind of presence of a big-time attacker, and Mega Gary is going to be the one that follows suit after this Regice is secured.
Yeah, it looks like Mega Gary needing to evolve there in that moment. We got 40 points on it right now. If they could break this top path, they might. However, if they leave it up, they just continue to let this Gyarados get bigger and bigger and bigger in the top path. Suicune with the Whirlpool Ice Beam catching the Mewtwo a little bit off guard. It's Alchemy that goes down.
Good presence here by Ingage. We'll see where they go. Okay, nice little freeze and follow-up. Gonna get a couple players down for the exchange of Volto, though. I mean, this Blaziken is really feeling another quality freeze as the rest of Ingage is stressing the T1 downstairs.
And you can see, I mean, they are focusing on this Gyarados with good reason on both sides, right? They were trying to get a big KO on it, which they do, but that's a level 11 right now. Incredibly strong. It should have a Unite move the next big fight it comes to as well. It used it not too long ago. Just needs a little wild Pokemon experience, and it's right back online with that big time Unite. And it has it. Every single fight this thing enters with that Unite move could be very scary for Los Caducados.
Without a doubt. Again, Caducados on this T1 bot. Ingage rotating to provide cover here, and that Mewtwo goes way too deep and gets knocked out as the rest of Ingage is looking to pivot. Regieleki's at half. Los Caducados has the presence. Is there going to be any contest? No. Easy overheat secures, and now Ingage is just looking to catch.
Interesting. Ingage right there, you know, was looking to grab them, looking for a big play right there, and they now have to, you know, dive towards them to make it happen. Mewtwo Unite move puts Espeon in a terrible spot. Gyarados continuing to brawl right here, but it is in trouble. Great play from Los Caducados as the Zoroark picks up another.
I'll let you take that again. What just happened there, Cowboy?
Zeraora has entered the battle.
You dumped it. I'll tell you what, you said it earlier, I don't think Blaziken's ever been bad, and it's sure as heck not looking bad today. Doing a lot of great work here for Los Caducados, and maybe warranted that early pick that we saw happen earlier today as well. Suicune trying to create space, but there's just too many players for Los Caducados, and I want to talk about that engagement by Ingage downstairs. Oh, good Shadow Sneak on a prime target here. Engage looks to just maybe give up this pad, though.
Yeah, I think they realize the Mimikyu can't really make it in and get a win there against 5 members of Caducados, especially with Zeraora now leaving and Zoroark taking its place. Level 12 on the side of Los Caducados. Zoroark having a better day than I expected, I have to say. I didn't even know if we would see it in competition today. It's always one of those Pokemon that is picked up by high-level players, but I feel like it has been, you know, relatively absent from a lot of ranked and a lot of the top games I've seen. EU, on the other hand, making it look pretty.
Yeah, I mean, again, once it gets ahead, it can stay ahead very easily and create problems for the opposing team. There's good shutdown tools on the side of Ingage, but I mean, that's a level 13 Mega Gyarados that we have not seen have a huge impact on this game quite yet.
No, not yet, but we've got maybe 1 or even 2 more big fights between these squads. We're actually brawling early. Slowbro caught right now. They're probably going to have to give this up and just get some positioning around the pit, and it looks like that's what Los Caducados is doing right now. Gyarados making their way through the central area. 4 members of Engage walking up, but it looks like Caducados is looking to maybe make a sneaky catch in that center. We have Engage looking for members of Los Caducados, but they're finding no one yet.
Yeah, the Zoroark with all its mobility trying to suss out where players are, and they know where Mega Gary is now. Are they going to pounce? Are they going to adjust? Surf through on the Crustler. A lot of damage in on them. How are they going to pivot? And it looks like Los Caducados is going to fade back, but that Zoroark is still hiding.
Yeah, Zoroark knows exactly where Gyarados is right now. They have a lot of information right here. Mewtwo with the Side Strike just peeling back away from this fight. Now the team really engaging. Engage is ahead right now. Alchemy Unite moves super early. They're going to have to move in with this.
That forces Zoroark to go straight in. They get a key knockout on the Espeon after their Unite move. Now the chase is on. They have to get on top of the Zoroark. They do. The Mega Gary comes alive, and now they're going to have to leverage that huge Pokemon. 2 players down, and it's 2 quality ones as the rest of the Los Caducados are bullied out with that big Ice Age Whirlpool Ice Beam combination. And now it's all Engage in control on the front lines, and they're digging deep for more knockouts. The surface back through to try and stun down the Gary, but it's not good enough. KO streak of 2 for them, and just a Whirlpool's gonna cinch up the Slowbro. Now though, Zoroark is here, Blaziken is here, and the lead is Engage's with a minute left.
I like this play here from the Gyarados, right? Volto just heading to get some experience right now. The Dragon Breath and the auto attacks there, not to mention the KOs, is going to fill the HP bar and get them closer to a possible Unite move. They are up right here, but 1 full-pocketed score does separate these teams. So it's not over for Los Caducados in many ways as they move in for the fight.
Big time shadow sneak upstairs. The Mimikyu doesn't pursue. They still have their Unite move in their pocket, which is great to isolate down a target. Gyarados hops back out. They're going straight to the middle. Kyogre's at half. We're throwing everything in the kitchen sink at her. We're looking for a quick secure. It is taken by Los Caducados, but they have 2 players down, and now the race is on. They got to get their points in, and it's a scoring race in the last 15 seconds.
That's right. They're peeling towards the bottom path of the Blaziken. Alchemy just coming back possibly in time. No, the Espeon does score in the bottom path, but Blaziken scores 100 on the other side. We have Suicune looking to stop this Mewtwo on the top path right here. No points able to go in on the bottom path. Does Mewtwo score? Blaziken scoring 6 in the main. Let's see who takes this victory, Doob Snacks.
I believe it's still going to be Engaged by a comfortable margin after getting that score. Not as comfortable as I thought. Holy smokes. 32 points separate these 2 teams after a great counterpunch and Los Caducados securing Kyogre despite having the Zoroark and the Blaziken knocked out.
Yeah, I mean, that was a great fight there from